everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am testing out some of the most talked about luxury beauty makeup from YSL, Prada, and Hourglass. I'll be sharing with you my honest first impression, what's worth the price, and showing you how I use these pieces to create a soft, sultry look that works for both day and night. If you love elevated polished makeup, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. Starting off with clean, dry skin, no filters. This is my skin without any makeup. So let's go ahead and try all of these new products. For foundation today, I am using the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. This one is in shade 2.5N. Starting off with 2 pumps of the foundation. And today, I think I'm just going to use my dampened beauty blender. I always like to start off my foundation where I normally have a lot of redness. After trying this foundation now for a couple of weeks, I do continue to love it. I think it is beautiful and very glowy. It gives me that glow to my skin and it remains hydrated throughout the day as well. Sometimes with foundation, towards the end of the day, I start to get breakage around my nose area, my smile lines especially. With this one, I haven't noticed that as much. So it really stays put for most of the day. Just look at that glow that this foundation gives to the skin. It just looks so youthful and hydrated. Now, if you do prefer more of a matte finish, again, this foundation does come in a matte formula, so I would suggest that you purchase that one instead. But the glow is just beautiful, and I feel like this is going to be my go-to foundation this summer season. So that's the foundation. Now let's apply some concealer. And I have 2 here, one of which is Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Concealer. I really wanted to give you my feedback on this one. Again, I did do a full review on this and I have been using it for the past couple of months actually. The coverage for this concealer is insane. There's just no imperfections. It really covers up everything. So in a sense, it is perfect for an evening night out where you really want that high coverage type of look. Personally, I do like more of a natural look, especially for every day. I think that imperfections are good to have. We don't have to look perfect all the time. So what I do is I mix this foundation with something else. I'm going to start off with my Forever Skin Correct Concealer by Dior. This one is in shade 1.5N. Recently, I feel like brands have upped their game when it comes to concealers. The formulas have just been so great. No concealer is creaseless, of course, but the new formulas are quite good where the creasing is kept at a minimal. I've been loving that Less is More when it comes to makeup lately. I just feel like my skin looks so much better when I apply less makeup. Right underneath my eyes, I normally have some darkness. So this is where this comes in. So all I do is just apply a dot where I have darkness. So just right here, just the smallest amount, just like that. And then I blend this in. I'm using my beauty blender to blend this in. And I just really want to keep it where I tend to have darkness. And because this is so high coverage, I feel like it is the perfect amount to kind of cover everything. It still looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I have so much concealer on. Now, if I was to add this concealer on its own, everything will be completely covered, and which is perfect for events, but for a day-to-day, this is how I would use this concealer. Now for some powder, and my go-to is always the Huda Beauty setting powder. Now this one is in shade Cherry Blossom, and I really like this shade, especially during the spring and summer season. I feel like it really brightens my under eye area, and it just looks so pretty. So I just use a puff like so. Powder really makes such a difference. Just look at that. Now for the newest product from YSL, this is the Couture Eye Palette, and I am so excited to try this. When I first found out that YSL was coming out with this palette, I felt that it was perfect for me because I actually have not tried YSL eyeshadows before, surprisingly. Now, is this a unique palette? No, not necessarily. We probably all have shades like this in our collection, but if you are someone like me that has not tried YSL eyeshadows before, I think this is perfect. This is a 9-pan neutral eyeshadow palette, and we have gorgeous shades in here. We have mattes, satin, shimmer, and metallic finishes. Last year, YSL released this blush and face palette, and I have been loving this. I think it is so perfect, especially for travel, so I am so excited that they also created an eyeshadow palette. And look at this packaging. I mean, how stunning are these? They are so gorgeous. Let's try the shade here. This one is more of a satin finish. Ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow, this is so beautiful. If you have a chance to see this palette in person, I feel like photos and videos don't do this justice. These shades are stunning. I'm going to start off with this shade here, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. These eyeshadows are so smooth. I am very impressed. Definitely need to try out more YSL eyeshadows. Let's pick up this chocolate brown shade. This one seems quite dark. I'm just going to tap this on the outer corner. Oh, beautiful shade. I just zoomed you guys in a little bit more so that you can really see the shade. These really blend in so beautifully. I do want to lighten the inner corner, so I'm going in with this light satin shade, and I just want to put this in the inner corner. It's really easy to go very dark with this eyeshadow palette, so I just want to go ahead and keep this neutral, simple, and everyday type of look. Now let's go into the satin shade, and I really want to apply this right in the middle. Oh, this is beautiful. It is gorgeous. And I always like to mirror everything that I did on top right at the bottom. So going in with the chocolate brown shade and then the soft metallic right in the middle. I have to use this shade, so I am going to pick up this soft shimmer shade. This has a just slight bit of pink in there, I feel. And just popping this into the inner corner. Ah, this is gorgeous. Love it. Now I'm grabbing the black shade. This brush makes it so easy to create a liner with an eyeshadow. So all I do is pretty much stamp this on to start off with, and then you can blend it out. That's the finished eye look without any mascara, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way all of these finishes blend together to give you just a beautiful look. You can really go all out with this palette and do a full glam look, or you can go pretty simple for a day-to-day type of look. I think this is so stunning. I really love the shimmer shades in here as well. But now let's add some mascara. And for mascara today, I am going to add this one by Dior. This one is the perfect mascara for a glam type of look. I really have been enjoying it. And here's a look with some mascara. This is so gorgeous. I am in love with this palette. Now for some bronzer, and I have absolutely been loving this stick bronzer by Dior. It blends beautifully. You don't even have to be precise. So that's a cream bronzer. Now for some more bronzer, and this is the powder bronzer by, of course, Dior. If you guys watch my channel, you know how much I love this. It's just really the best bronzer that is out there right now. And just nothing really compares to it. I mean, there are a lot of good bronzers out there, but this is just my favorite. And you know, you guys, I only recommend what I normally personally love myself and what I personally use. My skin is all bronzed up, eyeshadow is all done. Now for some blush. I did purchase one of the new Prada blushes. This is the Prada Touch blush, and this is a cream to powder formula. It's supposed to leave a soft matte blurred finish on the skin. The shade that I picked up was in shade Tulip, although I really wanted the shade in Dahlia. I felt like that one was a perfect shade, but it was sold out. So I went ahead and chose Tulip. Now the packaging to this is just absolutely so cute. And I love the fact that you can can connect these together. So if I like this, I will most likely purchase another one because you can just connect them together and stack them. So I think this will be perfect for traveling. I really love when packaging is unique like this, but let's try this out. This feels really interesting. It is so creamy. And then when you apply it on, it really has that blurred type of finish. These retail for $42 each and they only contain 3.5 grams of product. Now, just to compare the Chanel, this one is also a cream to powder formula. This one retails for $56 and it does contain 8 grams of product, so close to double in size to the Prada. Dior retails for $49 and it does contain 11 mils or 0.37 fluid ounce of product. Now, this one in comparison does contain 0.12 ounces of product. It is quite expensive in comparison to other blushes, but let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to use the F4 brush by Makeup by Mario and just go into the blush directly. I think this packaging is so cute. I know it's really expensive, but I think it is just too cute. I just want to take a bit of the product on the back of my hand. I love a good creamy blush, and the fact that this goes on as a powder formula, look how beautiful that is. You can really build this up as well. Very, very pretty. And that is the blush by Prada in shade Tulip. It is a buildable, blendable, and it just leaves such a soft, blurred finish to the skin. It is expensive, but beautiful. I do want to compare this blush to the Dior. So this is the Prada blush in Tulip, and this is the Soft Filter blush by Dior. I think this is going to be very close in shade, not exact, but the closest that I have in my collection. This here is Prada in shade Tulip, and then this one is Dior in shade Lily. As you can see, both are actually very similar in shade. I do feel that if you already have the Dior in Lily, you really don't need the one in Prada. This one is way more expensive than the Dior, and I really feel like they have a very similar finish. I do think that the Prada is just slightly more glossy, even though it does leave a blurred-like finish. It does retain a little bit of that gloss finish, whereas the Dior is completely matte. But for the price, I feel like they both are very similar and I really don't think that you need both of them, but both are beautiful. So that's the blush. And now let's apply some highlighter. And I did pick up this new highlighter by Hourglass. This is the Unreal Liquid Highlighter in shade Dream. And also I just wanted to choose one of these to try. I felt that they were so stunning. And Hourglass really creates some of the best highlighters on the market. So let's go ahead and try this one out. I chose this shade because I did want to use it as a blush topper. And I think it is so pretty. I love the fact that this has more of a serum-like finish. And let's see, how do you apply this? This packaging is really interesting. To apply, you just push down from the bottom. I have never seen a packaging like this. This shade is gorgeous, very, very pretty. Just picking up a little bit of the highlight and then applying this where I normally like to highlight. So right on the upper portion of my cheek. I think the shade definitely is going to be perfect as a blush topper, but it is really stunning. Like I said, Hourglass really knows how to formulate highlighters. I did go a bit overboard with the blush and highlight, but I really just wanted to show you what these look like. But on a normal day-to-day basis, I would not add this much blush and highlighter. I am very much intrigued by this packaging, but I do think for those that have dexterity issues and you find it difficult to push anything down, you might have difficulty taking this product out, but otherwise I think this is such a fun packaging. I want to pick up a little bit of this and just put it on my brow bone. At this point, I am just having fun with new makeup. It's okay to go overboard sometimes. And this is gorgeous as a highlight. I think as a blush topper, this is going to be perfect. Even you can apply this as a blush in and of itself. Very beautiful shade. Love the finish. Love how it blends. And it is just very pretty. I'm going to line my lips with this Summer Fridays liner. This one is in shade Almond, and I really have been loving this for day to day. It's really easy to apply. I love that the applicator looks like a marker, and this really is long lasting. Normally I apply this in the morning and just reapply my lip gloss or lipstick throughout the day. For lips, I'm applying this Rouge Coco lipstick by Chanel. This one is in shade Flying Cloud, and it is a beautiful neutral mauve shade, perfect for every day. Did apply some Charlotte Tilbury setting spray off camera, and that is the finished look. I think it looks gorgeous, very sultry looking, perfect for the summer season, and honestly perfect for a night out. I just really am loving all of these new products, and I think I created such a gorgeous look today using them. I would highly recommend the new YSL palette. I think this palette is gorgeous. The shades are beautiful. They are perfect for every day. You really can't go wrong with any of these shades. I think the formula is great. It's very buttery soft, blends in like a dream, and especially if you haven't tried YSL eyeshadows before, this really is the perfect time to try them out. This does retail for $85, but I think that YSL was very generous with how much product they give us, and you really can't go wrong with this palette. Highly recommend it. Prada blush is gorgeous. I feel like it gives such a beautiful finish. The only downside is how expensive this is in comparison to other high-end brands. I think this is really high in price. I don't think the price is worth it because there are other products that kind of give you the same finish at a lower price and give you more product. The Hourglass highlighter is beautiful. I'm so glad I picked up the shade Dream just because I know that I will be using this as a blush. It also is beautiful as a blush topper. If you do tend to have dexterity issues and you find it difficult to press anything down, then you might have a little bit of a struggle using this product, but otherwise I think that it is gorgeous. A very beautiful highlight from Hourglass, as we would expect. That's it for all the new products that I purchased. Now I want to hear from you. What products were interesting to you? Which products have you purchased? If you've tried them, leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. And that's it for my review today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And if you are interested in any more of my videos, I will leave a couple more right here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.